So my ladies have not been doing their jobs. I've gotten one egg a day, if I'm lucky, for about the past 3 days or so. And it's January. It's winter. Yes, it's not terribly cold. I'm out here in short sleeves. Yet, they still are not laying. So today, I'm going to show you how I'm going to get these ladies back to work. Now, the question becomes, why did my chickens stop laying? And it's because it's winter time. Yes, we know that. It's January, yet I'm out here in short sleeves. It's in the 50s, 60s today. It's been in the 60s the past several weeks. And yet they stopped laying. I went from getting about 15 eggs a day to 1 a day. It's not necessarily about the cold. Yes, the cold can stress them out. If you get mild temperatures and then cold snap, it's going to stress the chickens out. They're going to stop laying for a week or two. But same thing in the summer. If you're in the summertime and you get a heat wave, it's going to stress the chickens out and they're going to stop laying for a little bit. Any type of stressor is going to cause the ladies to not produce. But the main thing here is duration of light. We want at minimum 12 hours of light for our girls for them to continue to produce eggs. And what happened to me is my Christmas lights that I had up in my coop went out. They're about 2 to 3 years old and it's time. So today I have to go and lay or put up more Christmas lights. And the way we do that is we put a photovoltaic timer in an outlet that comes on at sunset. It'll stay on for about 2 hours. You can do 4, you can do more. You got to figure out what your shortest day of the year is and adjust it for that. And then when you do that, you're going to have nice, delicious, fresh chicken eggs all winter long. But before I do that, we're going to talk about egg preservation. So a lot of people say don't let their chickens lay through the winter. Everyone has their own reasons. I like mine to lay through the winter, but if you don't want yours to lay through the winter and you want to preserve your eggs, there's a few different methods you can do. You can go with the USDA approved methods of freezing, dehydrating. I hate frozen eggs. I tried it. The consistency is really weird and I'm too lazy to dehydrate. The other method a lot of people use is water glassing, where you mix lye in with the water, you make a solution, and then you put your eggs in there. That is ill-advised by the USDA, but so is raw milk. Yeah, I drink raw milk. I don't really care what they say. What do you have to say? Yeah, exactly. Raw milk is delicious. So there was a study done in 1945 by Cornell University where they actually gauged water glassing in terms of food safety, quality, things like that. In terms of quality, in order to make the same quality of an egg stored for 6 months in the water glassing method, you needed to refrigerate it, keep it just above freezing. In which case, the quality was just like a fresh egg. However, you needed to both water glass it and refrigerate it. The eggs stored or water glassed at room temperature for 6 months, all of them failed to meet food quality. However, what's important to note is the reason they failed to meet room quality is because the yolk stuck. The researcher then goes on to say that they were able to successfully get the yolk out intact, and then the eggs, the egg whites, they were not nice, firm egg whites where you crack the egg and it just sticks. They became runny. But for those reasons, they didn't meet the food quality, mainly the stuck yolk. However, they taste tested the eggs and there was zero difference between the flavor and the odor of the eggs. So, why do I choose to keep my chickens laying through winter instead of preserving eggs? It comes down to I eat a dozen eggs a day, or I go through a dozen eggs a day with my family. That works out to a lot of eggs. If I wanted to both eat eggs and have some to preserve through winter, because I like fresh eggs every morning for breakfast. If I were to have that many chickens where I'd be able to eat a dozen eggs a day and have enough to store to get me through 4 to 5 months of eating a dozen eggs a day, I would need a lot of chickens, which means a lot of space and a lot of feed. If I keep my ladies laying through the winter, I don't need that many chickens. I can have less space, I can use less feed, and I can still have fresh eggs every morning. So that's why I choose to use lights to keep my chickens laying through the winter. So in summary, that's how I keep my roosters laying all through the winter. Wait a minute. You don't lay eggs. Well, that's how I keep my chickens laying all winter long. And why I keep my chickens laying all winter long. I can have less chickens, I can have fresh eggs, and it's quite simple. Photovoltaic timer into some Christmas lights in the coop, and it keeps the ladies productive and happy all winter long. I hope you like, subscribe, and stick around for more content. You need to get back to your ladies. Let's go.